Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff to the single running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Let's talk about Alabama. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The discussion raged around Alabama last year. Very difficult schedule, whether they should have been included in the 12-team playoff. But if you want to make that field, not only can you not lose to a subpar Oklahoma team, you can't get housed the way the Tide did in that one.
They did give it to him, and Jackson Arnold just scored again. I mean, it was incredible last year. Oklahoma couldn't.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pulls it in. It's Hale. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. All by himself down the middle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This offense has it with really good field position. Might be changing the route. Motion from the back. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ott. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Ott. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He'll throw on third down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooner! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safe them. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, all over your seats.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. They're setting up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. The hand to the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Keeps looking downfield. Uncorks one to the middle. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they're going to get lit up just like that.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout this season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Oh, it's a reverse. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
Rush is on him. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. And it's picked off for the third time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. And he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give out of the gun.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Caught, posted the marker, it's Sategna. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They'll go with the direct snap. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's out. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throwing, looking right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Back to throw. It's Mateer. Under fire. That's caught. It's Barnes. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Jordy don't want to talk to me, bro.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Tatum. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. No. Timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pulls it in. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
To the ground with the back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 11 to Iowa State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the old... do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. first snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To throw, it's Simpson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the score.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, you know, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Sooners will try to
he got hit in the stomach. I understand the drop.
The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. To the air, it's Simpson. Slings it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in their offense?
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cuevas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Got it back. on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Got a man. It's up. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
The Sooners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Trying to find the end zone. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
14.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to run it in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Quarterback making checks. He's looking to pass. Touchdown Sooner! Fit it in the window for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead
salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So
that was
more
putting
nickels,
a knife
more
in your
dimes,
heart, Jordy. I
bring the
just want you to
speed
know
on the
that.
field and get ready to play the pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense putting points on the board. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You gotta love the defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that in, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel drills they've been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that will be incomplete.
Bitch ass nigga.
Big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down
crowd
the field to
getting
make these
crazy now.
explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in the game.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And as a defense, a lot
Throw
of times
the
you're
ball,
just trying to
throw the
limit
ball.
the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like
Unleashes one deep. So close to a
Oh
huge
my
lead.
God.
Makes the catch.
Look at the catch.
It's incomplete.
Your fucking feet in bounds.
If that deep ball was right on the money, you just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's second and long.
6 Flag.
They'll go to the ground. That is a
Good
big
tackle.
win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the
Good shit,
ball.
bro. Good shit.
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To throw, it's Simpson. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their
Fumble
own end.
that
They
bitch,
move the
bro.
chains. They
I
mark
want
it
you
at
to
the
fumble it.
29.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels the lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that
Hey,
time.
Joey,
Showing
that's
off
a
the
funny
athleticism
pass, bro. I ain't gonna lie to
first
you.
down.
Quarterbacks get all the credit.
That was a
Rightfully
good
so.
way
They're the
not to
guys
run
taking the
past
snap
the line
every
of
play.
scrimmage.
But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a stripe for a completion.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Right on the money. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Here comes the heat. Throwing on the run. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a fourth down and decision time. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Simpson. Here's a hit. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, my God.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty.
That's insane, bro.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Handoff from the gun. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And no chance at a return here. Start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here we go. Makes the quick grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
On the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cuevas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. Timeout called by the offense. Clock with 21 seconds left.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
They had like 12 injuries, nigga, since beginning of the 4th quarter. And I can't even get this off the screen. Yeah, like, what are we doing here, bro? Okay, there it goes. Thank you. Get some timers. I don't fucking know. I guess Jordy doing this for pride or something, or, you know, maybe.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here we go. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation.
Jordy was never making the CFP,
this
man.
defense is in a good spot.
Today was just even worse, man. This ain't personal.
Alabama
I mean, it
with
is.
a lot of
Fuck
ground to
Jordy,
cover
but
here on 3rd and long.
oh, Jordy, man to man. Go to 2.
From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball.
My nigga died on the field or something like.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked
Hear how these niggas talking about his team, bro? One is a CFP team, and then just one is just not.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.